For review today, we have the Sonic and the Black Knight figure, and this is my first Sonic figure review, and I uploaded this on June 23rd, 2009. So our favorite blue hedgehog has finally reached 18. Congratulations! Now this is a Jazzwares figure original, and if you replace a certain letter in the word Jazzwares, it spells a dirty word, but I'm not going to tell you. Now, this figure comes in good and scale size with the Werehog figure. It looks video game show accurate, if I can say that. Because they recently redid this figure by a tiny little bit. They just removed his gauntlet and just basically gave him a regular hand. This figure can also blend in very well with regular sized figures. For example, Megabot line, since most Sonic figures are that size. He also comes with his sword, Caliburn, which kind of looks like a Soul Calibur sword in my opinion, who at first calls him Knave the Hedgehog. Now you can't see Caliburn's face on there, but you can see a little bit of closed eyes, if you can see that right there, on both sides. It's the same both sides. And it's got a little insignia right here, if you can see that, on both sides. It does fit into his gauntlet. Just gotta push it in there a little bit. Also, this figure doesn't really like to stand up unless if you put the arm up like this, because his head is the heaviest part. It also seems to be made out of the same material as the SA2B Sonic Adventure figure. Now then, and on to show accuracy. On his gauntlet on his wrist, it does resemble that of the flame ring from Sonic Adventure 2, except that the red dot is smaller. And articulation wise, well, before that, you can see that he has a little grin right here. Because in the promo picture, it had Sonic like this, and he had a little bit of a serious looking face, but this figure just has him doing a little smile, a little smirk, if you can say that. Articulation wise, he's kind of like a superposer, except a little smaller, which I will show off a comparison. He can bend up his arm up. Sword can come out a little easily. I'll just take it out so that it doesn't get in the way. My arms can move up and down. Rotate 360 degrees for both. Now this hand, it's more like a bit of a crooked finger or sort of look to it. Has the same articulation in there. Legs, well, feet are still. They've got little ridges right here. Here, legs can move back 90 degrees. Go out, rotate 360 degrees. Head can rotate 360 degrees. Now, this figure looks just like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's probably one of the best looking Sonic figures that there is. This is actually one of the best looking since the Sonic Adventure 2 figure. It resembles that of it too, except its eyes aren't looking this way. The head feels like it's made out of the same material as I mentioned earlier, and the spines are looking great too. Because some figures, they look a little bit of like goofy looking Sonics. Overall, I give this figure a 5 out of 5. As I mentioned earlier, he doesn't really like to stand up. For the show accuracy, it actually looks like Sonic. Actually looks like the figure from Black Knight. And my next review will be the Sonic and Shadow Superposers.